Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, Echo.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 59. There's a party now. Right up.
Second and 1. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. From the gun, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, high 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
On first down, Herbert forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw on third down. Herbert dancing to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Let's go, boy. Bring it
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. On third down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now it's Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they can.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he cut in all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ronald Jones, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop.
In your face.
5.
Off play action. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. Off the play fake. Herbert buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mariota, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Mariota looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Ready.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
59. You must be dreaming. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Out, 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 out.
Yes, yes.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
No gain on this team. 80 weapon.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, wahoo.
Check 59, Mike.
Mike.
From the gun, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 90, Wolf, Smith.
Go. Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mariota. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. They'll run on first down. Eccles. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mariota. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll throw again from their own end zone, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
X3, 218, chopper.
This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, Eccles. And some room to maneuver. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Mariota from the gun on third down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got the hook up to Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Jones. A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This complete to Jones. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 50.
Two draw Corkers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
On 4th down, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
or not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Hit it.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
61, matchbox 5.
They'll run on first down. Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Out top. It's out.
Off play action. Herbert. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On 4th down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. A little flat, a little flat, flat, flat.
To throw Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Marcus Mariota scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. It also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
On the ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries, or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of the season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.